Stakeholders in Nigeria's civil society space have called for the passage of the Whistleblowing Act into law. This, they say, will boost the fight against corruption and help protect whistleblowers in the country. Trust TV's Noel Sampson has more.
Whistleblowing or public interest disclosure is the act of disclosing information, often by an employee, about activities in public or private organizations. The objective is to expose activities which are considered illegal, immoral, illicit, unsafe, or fraudulent. However, as of today, Nigeria still does not have a comprehensive whistleblowing legislation, a situation that has raised questions about the status of whistleblowing in Nigeria, as well as the existence or not of sufficient protection for whistleblowers. Meanwhile, several attempts have been made to create whistleblowing legislation, such as the Whistleblowing Protection Bills of 2008, 2011, 2015, and 2019, but none has ever become a law. In 2016, there was a more active drive to have some sort of whistleblowing framework within Nigeria, which led to the Whistle Stop Gap policy of 2016. But 9 years after, the policy seems not to be active again, making many to ask questions about the status of whistleblowing in Nigeria, as well as protection for whistleblowers.
No, they are not. You can't protect when there is no law to even disclose in the first place. The first one has to come. The public interest disclosure law is the one. When you have it, then the witness protection will now come, which is why you are not seeing any data on whistleblowing in Nigeria, or how many people have blown whistle before, or they are publicly disclosed something that would be of national interest, or some amounts that have been paid, or any benefits that have been made. You don't see any data because there's no law guiding these things.
People not showing that enthusiasm, that interest in whistleblowing because of the punishment that comes along with it. So that is the status now.
The fact that we don't have a whistleblower law is really at the heart of why whistleblowing as a concept or an idea has gone down.
If you are a whistleblower and you want to protect public integrity and public transactions in our country, you are only placing your head on the chopping board.
From the above responses, it is clear that whistleblowers are at risk in the country, a development many blame on the failure to pass the whistleblowing bill into law.
There has been a bill in the National Assembly for the last 10 years. For them to pass that bill, call it public interest disclosure bill, call it whistleblower bill, whatever name they want to call it is fine, as long as it contains the elements of where there's a mechanism where people can disclose information and they'll be protected.
There is a bill now lying on the desk of Mr. President, a whistleblower protection bill. The President, we are appealing to him to send it to the National Assembly as quickly as possible and then ensure that the National Assembly passes it so that he can sign it into law.
Can only plead with the President to ensure speedy passage or delivery of the bill to the National Assembly.
The most important thing that I think this government should do is to pass an executive bill at the 10th National Assembly so that we can have a Whistleblowers Protection Act.
Whistleblowers are the first line of defense against corruption, fraud, and wrongdoing, and the single most effective source for information about fraud and other illegal activities. Hence, it is important for them to have constitutional backing as well as the necessary protection to enable them function effectively. Noel Sampson, Trust TV News, Abuja.